Hey folks, it is Saturday before we begin week 9, and I'm walking through Eden Park near where I live, and I'm walking up the hill to the Cincinnati Playhouse, where I'm going to give platelets. I'm donating blood platelets. I do that regularly, and they're doing a special up here, and usually I go to Hawksworth Center over on the UC campus, but I'm doing this special gig here today. So first time up here to do that. I'll come back to that. As I speak, some of you might be prepping your I can do this video submission that's due tomorrow, Sunday night. Maybe by the time you see this on Monday, you'll have finished that and already submitted it. And again, that assignment is just to make sure that you're ready and know how to do all the techie stuff for your my favorite brain part presentation. Hey folks. And yeah, it's just a simple little 5-point low stakes project to just sort of give those of you who haven't done this kind of thing a little incentive to do it ahead of time and not wait until that due date for the real presentation. So by the time you see this, if you haven't yet done that, get it done. All right, I'm climbing uphill, so I'm out of breath. Forgive me. So yeah, week 9 coming up, and out of 13, so we're going too quickly through this summer. June is coming to a close, and by the time you see this, it's July. So welcome to July. I'm in front of the Season Good Amphitheater here, and they do outdoor performances here. And I'm right outside oh, you totally can't see it. I'm right outside the Cincinnati Art Museum up at the top of the hill on my right. And it's uphill. Forgive me. So I want to say a couple of things about you know, the donation and my thoughts on that. I want to encourage folks to consider giving blood, giving platelets, giving plasma, all the other different options that they have. It's a very wonderful and heroic thing to do, and it's totally uphill here. So the reason I'm telling you all this is I promise you not to brag and to, you know, be self-serving, but I want to, as you might know, one of my themes with Philip Zimbardo, I'm affiliated with him and his Heroic Imagination project that he's founded and runs. And the major mission of that is to increase thoughts about heroism and knowledge about heroism, and train young people especially to be equipped and heroic, to be heroes in waiting. And I consider, you know, my job as a professor to be, you know, facilitate that. You guys are heroes in training, in my opinion, and eventually and forevermore you'll be heroes in waiting. Lots of research and work has been done in psychology on, you know, things like mental illness and treatment, and we know an awful lot about evil and what makes good people do bad things. But look, I've got to climb all these steps after climbing a great big hill, so I'm going to say all this without breath. And this is the playhouse that I'm heading to right behind me at the very, very top of this hill in Mount Adams. So bear with me. So back to the, you know, I promise you I'm not signal virtuing by talking about this. One of my missions is to normalize being heroic. You know, when people do something heroic, they understandably tend to be modest about it and say things like, oh, I didn't do, you know, there's nothing special, anybody would do what I did. And that's understandable and fine, except that it isn't, in my opinion. Because what it does is it perpetuates the idea that, you know, we're not heroic. Other people are. That we can wait for the hero to come in and save us, or save people, or do the right thing at the right time. And great big set of stairs here. So I want to help normalize the idea that we all can be and need to be and are heroic, and to not be overly modest about it, because again, I think that perpetuates the idea that we need to be modest and we need to have this idea that we're not heroes. So I rather shamelessly, talk about it when I do something right, and I encourage you to be that way as well. And again, not to be bragging about it or anything like that, but just help get rid of this idea that heroes are somewhere else, someone else, and there's a line between us and them. So I'm gonna head in there and spend a couple hours donating platelets, and I try to do it every 2 weeks or so. And I'll put a link in the below to Hawksworth for if you want to consider doing that, if you're local, or when you come back, and if you're ever local here in Cincy and wherever you are. I'm sure there's a blood donation option. And it's not for everybody, I totally understand that, but there's a million ways to be heroic, and I fail to be heroic in a million ways every single day. But I'm proud that this is one way that I have stepped up. And again, not signal virtuing here, just trying to normalize it. So I got to be on time. I'm going to close out and climb these stairs and huff and puff. So stay caped up, do good things, be the great people that you are, the great person that you are. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work, and I'll see you here next week on a walk. Bye for now.